Okay, once you've created a page, you want to make sure that your page gets on a menu. And so in order to do that, you need to go up to, or over here to Appearance, and then you'll see there's menus there. And then they'll open up the menus. So once you get over here, the first thing you'll see here is most recent, view all, and search. So the most recent page you were on will show up here. So you'll see that testing shows up here. And since testing is the new page we want to add to our menu, you would click on it. You can add multiple at the same time, by the way, but you'd click on the one you want to add and then you'd add it. Now we said this was going to go into initiatives. So once it's added, show up here at the bottom. And then you'll just want to move it up to where you want to have it. Couple of things a little tricky about menus, just so you get an idea of it. Here it is. Take note where I'm putting it. When I put it here, it's in line with the other ones, with the other main menus under initiatives. But then you'll notice there's some are indented here. So each one of these is a sub-item of initiatives, and then anything that's indented, like if I indented this to here, then this would now be a sub-item underneath President's Awards. So the menu would look different. And I'll show you that in a minute, but first let's just start by putting it on the menu itself. So a couple of things. Header menu. The header menu is the main menu that's on the main page, which is what you find at the top of the website here. That's your header menu. Whatever you do to the header menu, you have to remember to do to your header menu mobile. That what that is the header menu mobile renders the menu differently on a mobile device, or if you took your screen and made it a half screen, it would render differently as well there. So you need to make sure you do it on both. So I just added testing to this menu, the header menu. So I'm going to hit the save menu. And then I'm going to move over to my header menu mobile. You do that and you hit select. Okay, now we've got our, wasn't quite ready yet. Now we've got our header menu mobile showing up momentarily. And then we're going to take a look, initiatives, testing, add it to the menu. And then you'll keep going, keep going, keep going. Okay, there we go. And then that's there in the mobile menu as well. So now let's go take a look and see what that looks like. Go back to our home page and we'll see what that looks like over here. So now if you take a look at your initiatives, there's your testing page. And when you click on it, it'll take you directly to that testing page that we created. Okay, pretty simple. I'm going to see if I can show you what the mobile menu would look like. Okay, so your mobile menu is here. So when it's on a device, the menu won't be at the top. Notice here, it is actually these 3 dashed lines here, and then they show up right here, each of your menu items, and then here's your testing item again. So again, it's going to take you directly to where you want to go. So you can always test your mobile menu by doing a half screen with your web page. So that's how you do that as far as creating menu and whatnot. But let's take a look now about those submenus, just to give you like an idea of what that looks like and how that's different. Okay, so submenus. If we take that testing, we can make it a submenu item under subgrants. And then we'll save that menu. I'm not going to do it to the mobile menu. We don't really need to do that for this purposes of this tutorial, but you get the idea. Whatever you do to the header menu, you do to the header menu mobile. So then you'll go here and we'll take a look under initiatives, subgrants, and there's testing. So it's pretty simple how you do this with your with the menus. Now we don't really want that in our menu permanently, so I'm just going to throw it away. In order to get rid of something in your menu, you click on that arrow, that side arrow, and hit remove, and then it will remove it right from your menu. The page, it will still be there because it's a page, but it just won't be on your menu anymore. Oops, cancel. Got to save that menu once you've done that. And then we're going to move to the mobile menu and do the same thing. Now there's one more type of menu change that I want to point out to you. If we come over to one of our pages here, our subgrant page would be a good example. If you take a look on our subgrant page, you'll notice that there's 3 more pages attached to that subgrant page. So you go to the subgrants, if you click the plus sign, means there's 3 more pages here that you can view under subgrants. But notice the testing isn't here, right? Like it should be there, but it's not there. It's because we need to do one more thing with that. And here's what we have to do. Once you've created your menu and you've moved that to your menu, you also have to add it to your widgets menu. Now, what a widget is, it's an element. I think of it as an element that you can add to your page to do different things. So the widgets menu that you're really going to be concerned about most is this one called Sidebar 3. Okay, so I want to show you before we get into the Sidebar 3 what exactly that this menu is. If you take a look here, you'll see that if you go to the Initiatives page, there's a small menu here that allows you to go back and forth between the different initiatives that exist and the pages. Each one of these pages, you'll note, if you went to National Service, this Initiatives menu is on the side of that page as well. But you know what it's not on the side of? It's not on the side of our testing page. So let's take a look at our testing page, and you'll see that there's no Initiatives menu on the side. So you want to make sure that you add that menu to the side, and that's why we use the widgets. So you'd go to the Sidebar 3, and then you'd go down to Initiatives, and then this is code. You won't need to touch it, so don't mess with that. And then as you go down, you keep scrolling down until you see the page you want that menu added to. In this case, would be testing, and you click Save. And then this is one of those quirky things about WordPress. You click Save, you don't really know if it's saved in some parts. At other parts, it's fine. So we'll hit refresh and see if that menu's there. Oh, look, it's there, but it's on the wrong side. So with that menu on the wrong side means that we have to go into the edit page, and we have to select on the edit page where that layout, or where that should be in the layout. So we go to edit page, and you'll scroll down right here to where the page layout is. You'll see sidebar position says right sidebar. We want that on the left sidebar, and the widget area is Sidebar 3. Once you've done that, just click Update, and then once it's updated, we can view the page, and when we view the page, it should show that there it is on the sidebar, just like we expected it to be. Okay, so one last thing. Now we have our page, we have our Initiatives menu, but what are we not seeing on this menu? We're not seeing the option for testing. That means if we go to any of the initiative pages, right, and we choose one of those other pages, like President's Awards, let's say, the testing isn't going to show up here as well. It's not going to show up on any of these. So we need to do one last thing in order to get that to show up. I'm going to go back to our menus, which is under Appearance. We'll go back to our header menu. But then we're going to look for the Initiatives menu. So there's the Initiatives menu. Once you find that, you hit Select. And when it refreshes, that's where you're going to take your testing, and you're going to add it to your menu. And then you're going to put it in the appropriate place on your menu. I'm going to drag mine all the way up to the top here. And so you save your menu. You'll notice it's saving. Once it's completed its saving, you'll go back to one of your pages, hit refresh just to make sure that it shows up just like it's supposed to. And there it is. So that's pretty much menus in a nutshell.